Folks, my name is Wyatt Twerp, and I'm the marshal of this here little old town of Cowpat. And I'm here today to put the record straight about the history of the Wild West. You see, over the years, lots of stories have been told and retold, and a lot of the true facts have been rearranged or even made up to make the stories more exciting. But me, I know the real story. Now, I tried to sell it a couple of times. There was a couple of young bucks named Rogers and... Well, I can't remember the other one, but they says they was going to make up their own story. First one said he was Roy Rogers' grandson. What a liar he was. Anyhow, I don't think nothing ever came of them. Then there was some ragtime piano fellow by the name of Irving. I think he said he was German. He said he was trying to trace the history of Annie Oakleaf, but he wasn't too keen on paying for the information, so I gave him a wide berth. There were others, too. Came, looked over my material, then went off and wrote their own stories, flaws and all. Now, I'm only telling you all this so that if any of the bits and pieces seem a teensy bit familiar, you'll all know that it was them that stole them from me and not the other way around. So y'all just sit back and relax, and we'll get on with the history lesson. Now, it all started about 200, 250 years. Well, a hell of a long time ago anyway. Automobiles hadn't been invented, and folks used to ride around on horseback or in stagecoaches. It was one such stagecoach that brought a little lady to our town who was destined to become a legend in her own imagination. And that's where we'll pick up our story. The day this little lady walked through the doors of the Cowpat Saloon.
Step into the Cowpat, step up to the bar. It's a famous Cowpat that is no more miracle. There's nothing girls are sassy and to make the fellas swoon. You'll be alright and spend the night in Cowpat Saloon. Picture makes you stink. And we don't want no picture smelling and in here to drink. Don't step in the horseman, you're away, won't let you pass. Cause we don't want a custom that will smell like a horse's ass. We don't want a bullshit bay and trample on the floor. So don't step in the bullshit, I will throw you out the door. Now step into the Cowpat and we'll welcome you to stay. We don't take crap from anyone, but Cowpat's okay. Step into the Cowpat, step up to the bar. It's the famous Cowpat that is no more miracle. The shouty girls are sassy and to make the fellas swoon. You'll be alright if you spend the night in Cowpat Saloon. You'll be alright if you spend the night in Cowpat Saloon. All right, boys, make your way to the bar. I don't want nobody in here who ain't spending money. Don't call my bile. Hi, girls. Have a drink on the house. Oh, morning, Marshal. I don't usually see you on house so early. What's the matter? Ain't you got no crooks to catch?
I'm here in surveillance. I heard a rumor that the bank was going to be robbed today, and I'm here looking for any suspicious characters.
Why, every dirt-scratching man in this here town is a suspicious-looking character.
Maybe so, Belle, but I'm a professional. Ain't nothing out of the ordinary will escape my notice.
Could I get you a drink or something, Marshal?
Well, you sure can, sweetheart. I'll have a shot of bourbon, and we'll talk about the something later.
Marshal, you're such a tease.
Now, Marshal, you know I don't approve of my girls being manhandled.
Yeah, she sure is pretty. Although, between you and me, she could do with a little wax.
Oh, here you are, Marshal. You are such a flirt.
Thanks, Belle. I'll catch you later, sweetheart.
Do you think he noticed?
Are you kidding? Why, he is as blind as a bat. Now, you better go and get ready for that bank job. The boys will be waiting.
I guess so. I'll see you later.
Well, folks, I'm here. I've arrived. It's me. I'm here. Well, ain't nobody gonna cheer or nothing.
Well, who are you, honey?
Who am I? What the hell do you mean, who am I?
Who are you?
I'm Camility Jane. That's who.
Well, I'm mighty pleased to meet you, Miss That's Who. But we ain't never heard of you.
Wait a minute. I'm the Camility Jane. What do you mean you never heard of me? The woman who stopped the stampede of angry buffalo? The woman who fought a war party of 7 Injuns single-handed? Camility Jane. That's me.
Nope, never heard of you.
Oh, come on! Now somebody must have heard of me. Hey, you, piano player, ain't you never heard of the Deadwood stage?
I can't say I have, but if you hum it, I'll try and play along.
It ain't a song, it's a stagecoach, and I made it famous.
Never heard of it.
All right! Now I'm only going to tell you one more time. I'm the Camility Jane, toughest woman in the West. I shoot rattlesnakes and eat them for breakfast. And when I get real mad, like I am right now, I'm likely to blow the brains out of anyone who ignores me.
Oh, why didn't you say so? The Camility Jane, fellas.
Oh, why, here you are, honey. Well, have a drink on the house.
Now it's more like it.
Now, where have you just come from, Camilla?
I've come all the way from Chicago, Illinois.
Ooh, you've been to the Windy City?
Hey, I know a song about the Windy City. Will you sing it for us, Calamity?
Me? I don't know no song about Chicago.
I'm sure you do. It's the one Doris Day sings in the movie.
Movie? What's a movie?
Never mind that. Will you sing us the song, Camility?
Oh, all right then. I'll try. But I'll have to make up the words as I go along. Just got in from Chicago. Well, Chicago's nice, but it ain't as nice as right here. Chicago has lots of big buildings, but they ain't got flowers as nice as ours right here. They've got shows with dancing girls dressed in frills and ribbons and curls, doing kicks and splits and curls. Still, I reckon they ain't as pretty as the girls in Cowpat City.
Cowpat ain't a city, it's a town.
I know that. The town don't rhyme with pretty. Just got in from Chicago. Well, I told you once, now I'm telling you twice that Chicago's nice, but it ain't as nice as right here.
Just got in from Chicago. Well, Chicago's nice, but it ain't as nice as right here. It ain't as nice as this place. Chicago's got the big buildings, but it ain't got flowers as nice as ours right here. We love our flowers.
They've got big department stores selling nothing but fancy drawers. Ladies buying them by the scores. I can't figure why city slickers need so many pairs of knickers. I only change mine once a week. Just got in from Chicago. I told you once and I tell you twice that Chicago's nice, but it ain't as nice as here.
the hell kind of dancing is that?
I think they call it rockin' and rollin'.
I'll never catch on.
Chicago's got lots of big buildings, but they ain't got flowers as nice as ours right here. We love our flowers. They got shows of dancing girls,
Dressed in frills and ribbons and curls.
doing kicks and flips and twirls. Still we're rocking late as waiting as the girls in Cowpat City.
My kind of town, Chicago is not. It's certainly hot, but it hasn't got the things that we've got. Well, I told you once and I told you twice, and I tell you twice that Chicago's nice, but it ain't as nice as here.
So, what brings you to this neck of the woods, Camility?
Marshal, I'm here looking for the worst kind of trouble. I'm looking for danger, excitement, bloodthirsty, terrifying adventure.
You mean a war with the Injuns?
Hell no. I'm looking to find me a husband.
A husband?
I reckon it's about time I settle down and raise me a family.
Well, I have to tell you, most fellows in these parts ain't the marrying kind.
Well, that's a shame, 'cause I'm a real good cook,
So are most women.
and I'm good at mending clothes,
So are most women.
and I've got a whole wardrobe full of the flimsiest, laciest French underwear. But I didn't bring it with me. Besides, the man I want has to be kind of special. He has to be handsome, rich, strong, rich, feared in nothing, rich, romantic, and rich.
Marshal, come quick. It's the bank.
What is it?
Well, it's the place where they keep money. But that's not important. There's been a robbery.
A robbery? Who done it?
Looks like it might have been the half in the wall gang.
You mean the hole in the wall game?
Nope, half of them was killed by Injuns last week. So now they're just the half in the wall gang. What are you going to do about it, Marshal?
Well, nothing, I guess.
Nothing? What do you mean, nothing?
Well, they're a pretty mean bunch of bandits. We don't want to go starting any fights with them.
Why, you yellow-bellied son of a cowardly coyote! You can't let him get away with robbing the bank! You ought to get up a posse and go after him!
Who are you?
I'm Camility Jane.
Camility Jane. Never heard it.
What?
She's crazy. Humor her.
Oh, the Camility Jane. Oh, of course. Mighty proud to meet you, ma'am.
Well, now that you know who I am, who the hell are you?
I'm the bank manager. They call me the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger?
Sure. Well, you can call me Lone.
Oh, my God!
What's the matter with you, darling?
They've taken everything I ever had, Belle. They burned my ranch down, and they stole my faithful horse Trigger, and they shot Ginger.
Oh, my God! They shot Ginger Rogers? Was she your wife?
No, Ginger was my dog.
The mangy no-good-for-nothings. Who did all this, Mr. Rogers?
It was the half-in-the-wall gang. They ruined me. They ruined my whole life.
Are you really the Roy Rogers?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Could I have your autograph?
Why, sure. It's a Polaroid.
Why, thank you kindly, Mr. Rogers. Now you just sit there and have a good week for yourself, and me and Lone, we'll go get those hoodlums. Ready, Lone?
Sure am. Let's get going. I left my engine running outside.
You mean your engine? You've got an automobile?
No, I mean my red engine. Pronto.
Oh, yes, of course. Now let's get going.
Here you are, Roy. Have a drink on the house.
Thanks, pal.
That must have been awful.
It was, Marshal.
What, burning down your ranch? Shooting your poor old dog? Stealing poor old Trigger? Well, at least it didn't harm your wife and kids.
Didn't I mention them?
No, you didn't.
Oh, my God!
Say, listen, why don't you sing us a song while you're here?
Okay, then I will.
Here you are, Roy.
Them outlaws came from miles around, their evil deeds to do. They burned my barn and ranch house down. They burned my smokehouse too. They razed the whole place to the ground in less than half an hour. But I thank God they never found my favorite old guitar. My old guitar, yodelay, my old guitar, yodelay. Well, I thank Jesus they did not seize my favorite old guitar. Yodelay, yodelay.
Oh, that's a mighty fine song. Hey.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh, sorry. Keep it going.
Well, I saw my faithful hunting dog while sleeping on the porch. And they shot him 6 times in the ass and lit him with a torch. And then they lassoed Trigger and they took him far away. But they didn't get my old guitar, so everything's okay. My old guitar, yodelay, my old guitar, yodelay. Well, I thank Jesus they did not seize my favorite old guitar. Yodelay, yodelay, there's more!
Of course there is. Keep it going.
With my lovely teenage daughter Sue, 6 men had their wicked way. And one son of a gun, he winked at my son, so I guess that he was different. And my wife, she was too old to run, so they shot her in the head. But they didn't get my old guitar, so I guess things ain't so bad. My old guitar, yodelay, my old guitar, yodelay. Well, I thank Jesus they did not seize my favorite old guitar. Thank you, Jesus. Yodelay, yodelay.
And so, Camility Jane and the Lone Ranger had met, and although they didn't know it at the time, it was the start of a fine romantic relationship. Meanwhile, way up in the hills beyond the town, another famous little lady was being held captive by the chief of the Sioux Injuns, the one and only Big Chief Sitting Bull. The little lady in question was Queen of the Sharpshooters and personal friend of Colonel Buffalo Bill, Miss Annie Oakleaf.
Untie me, you bunch of savages. I only came out here to try and talk Big Chief Sitting Bull into joining my traveling Wild West show.
Okay. Hold my horn.
Stop screaming at me in that Indian mumbo-jumbo. Ain't there nobody here who can speak English?
White woman, speak with forked tongue.
Don't you make rude gestures at me, you little squirt. Why, when I get out of here, I'm going to whip your hide.
Ah, that's not a threat, sweetheart. I'd enjoy it too much.
What? What kind of Injun are you? I thought they called you braves, because that's what you were.
Oh, dear me, no, I'm not a brave. I'm far too busy discovering my feminine side.
Your what?
My feminine side. It's all the rage these days. I heard all about it on Oprah.
Oprah? What the hell's that?
Oh, get with it, honey. You're so behind the times.
Well, if you ain't the queerest Injun I ever did meet.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry, but you can't say that. Queer is not politically correct. And besides, I am not queer. I am a squaw trapped in the body of a brave. Not a very good body at that. If I had a closet, I'd come out of it. But as you know, we don't have closets in our wigwams.
You mean you ain't got war parties no more?
War parties, no. House parties, yes. We pass around the old peace pipe and everybody drinks fire water.
Well, if you ain't got no more war parties, how's it come you're wearing so much war paint?
War paint? War paint? Do you mind? This happens to be lipstick by L'Oreal. Because I'm worth it. Honey, you gotta realize that being an Indian nowadays just ain't what it used to be. It used to be you'd always see us dancing round the totem pole.
Totem pole, dancing round the totem pole.
Or hollering just like a bunch of savages who lost control.
Lost control, dancing round the totem pole.
But now our days of hollering are through. Oh, we've got much more important things to do. Oh, we're so busy making blankets for the tourists that we haven't any time to go to war. The pale-faced now can rest at ease, 'cause Chippewa and Cherokees will not be making trouble anymore. We're doing a roaring trade in beads and bangles, and moccasins are selling by the score. Both the Sioux and the Apache have an offers from Versace, and the Navajo has signed up with Dior. Can you believe it? We're so busy making blankets for the tourists that we haven't even time to go to war. Oh, we no fight no more, have no time to go to war. We've a heap of decommissioned bows and arrows that are selling as expensive souvenirs. We've got lots of ammunition we could sell in mint condition to the IRA and Ulster Volunteers. You thought you'd seen the last of the Mohicans, but they've opened up a shop in Tennessee, selling necklaces and feathers, wampum beads and chamois leathers, and they're making home deliveries for free. Can you believe it? We're so busy making blankets for the tourists that we haven't even time to take a pee. Oh, we do guided tours around our reservation, spend the day with the Apache or the Sioux. If you pay the braves $1, they will dance around and holler like the warrior forefathers used to do. Oh, we do timeshare on our wigwams in Dakota, where you can rent a 5-star teepee for the night. Oh, with our business ventures growing, bank accounts are overflowing, and we haven't even time to take a shall I tell you more now? We're so busy making blankets for the tourists that we haven't even time against the pale-face. Oh, we haven't even time to go to war.
That's all very well, but if we're not at war no more, why won't you let me go?
told you I can't release you until the big chiefy gets here.
Well, where is he?
Him in the middle of a big important a powwow. Yeah, that sounds like him now.
Broken Feather.
Oh, Chiefy.
I feel awful.
Oh, yeah.
What year is it?
Yeah. Well, it's 1830. I don't know. Why do you ask?
That means I have to wait many years for invention of Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll have to suffer. Broken Feather.
Yeah.
Go fetch me the hair of the dog.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chiefy, but you had the last outstation yesterday. Although, maybe I could knock you up a little chow. A little chow.
Oh, well, that means I'll have to have another drop of Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Big Chief Sitting Bull, over here. Tell them to let me go. I'm friendly. I come in peace.
Shut up, stupid pale-faced woman! Can't you see me got bloody awful hangover?
Oh, Chiefy.
Too much fire and water last night.
Oh.
Also, me not sleep too well.
Oh, poor Chiefy.
Me dream I was a wigwam. Then I turn into a teepee.
Chiefy, you just got to learn to relax. You're too tense. You're too tense! Oh, I'm sorry, Chiefy. Here, let me help you. Here. Oh!
Shut up, Broken Feather!
Chief, you gotta help me. This wimp here says he won't let me go unless you give the order.
Me too sick to give orders. Broken Feather,
Yes.
you decide. Should we untie the white woman?
Well, maybe we should, but then again, maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we should take her scalp.
Oh, yes, I'm all into taking scalps, but no, I'm not sure about that either.
Maybe we should shoot her with white flaming arrows.
Oh, yes, I love the old white flaming arrows, but no, I'm not sure if I like that idea either.
Oh, for goodness sake, can't you make a decision about anything?
Well, of course I can, but you're always telling me that the Indians ought to have more reservations.
Not those type of reservations, you idiot. Untie the woman.
Okay.
Thanks, Chief. I knew you wouldn't let them kill me.
Who are you anyway?
Oakleaf's the name. Annie Oakleaf. Friend to the Injun and business partner of Colonel Buffalo Bill.
Annie Oakleaf? Never heard of you.
You never heard of me? But I'm the Annie Oakleaf, the fastest sharpshooter in the whole West.
You sound just like Camility Jane. Me heard of her, but me never heard of Annie Oakleaf.
Wait a minute. I've heard of Annie.
You have?
Of course I have. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
That's the wrong Annie, you jerk.
Oh, pardon me for breathing.
Why do you come here anyway?
I came out here to ask you to join me and Buffalo Bill in our traveling Wild West show.
Oh. What do you want me to do?
You know,
Do you want me to sing and dance?
Oh,
Tell
no,
jokes?
his singing and dancing's terrible, but he does wonderful impersonations. What do you say? Show her your John Wayne. This is remarkable. You won't believe the similarity.
Get off your horse and drink
That's
your
brilliant,
milk.
or is that brilliant?
who the hell is John Wayne?
Never mind. What do you want me to do?
Well, we just want you to stand there so the people can see you and shake hands with you.
That's it. That's all you want me to do.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like boring job. Me not interested.
But, Chief, it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
No. Oh, me not go. Besides, me have to stay at home and look after daughter Minnie Ho-Ho. She too young and stupid to be left all alone.
Yo, Papa, what's the buzz? What's happening? What's going down, Daddy-o?
She also talk in funny hip language. Too many M&M DVDs.
What's a DVD?
Never mind. I'll introduce you.
Hey, we got company. Hang loose, sister. Give me 5.
Give you 5 what?
Hey, Papa, who's the square chick?
Stop talking in stupid hip language, or I'll cut off your allowance.
Sorry, Papa. Me try to act normal in front of stranger. How?
How?
This is great white woman sharpshooter, Annie Oakleaf.
Annie Oakleaf?
Uh-huh.
Never heard of you.
You never heard of me? The point is, I came here to try and talk your pappy into coming away with me so I can make him famous.
What you gonna do? Put him in stars in your eyes? He does a great Robert De Niro impression. Show her, Papa.
This is my favorite. I love this.
you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Who the hell is Robert De Niro?
Never mind. Me not go anyway.
But I'm offering you the chance to tour all over Europe with us.
Europe?
Uh-huh.
But that would take weeks. Maybe even months. That's a great idea.
That mean you'd like to go with me?
Are you kidding? I want to stay on home and have lots of parties.
See what I mean? No sense of responsibility.
Oh, you go on, Papa. You go and enjoy yourself. I'll be okay. Broken Feather can look after me.
You must be joking. He couldn't organize piss-up in brewery.
Thank you very much, I'm sure.
Okay, me make deal with Annie Oakleaf. You teach Minnie Ho-Ho, my daughter, to be great woman. Then me go with you.
Me? Teach? But I don't know nothing about nothing. Shucks, I ain't even had me an education.
Then how did you get to be great famous lady?
Shucks, just by using my natural assets. Folks ain't clever where I come from. They ain't had no education. Still, that hasn't stopped me from progressing. I thought life would always be monotonous and dull for me until one morning when I was undressing. When I saw myself book naked staring in the looking glass, it occurred to me what assets are a bosom and an ass. Here's a little fact of life that you should know. If you've got it, don't be scared to let it show. If you've got a buxom pair or a sexy derriere, there's no limit to the places you can go.
If a girl is too respectable and shy, then her chances to advance will pass her by.
But it only takes a session of a little indiscretion, and believe me, girl, the limit is the sky. When a fella's well endowed, you can bet he'll stand up proud, and by lots of lusty ladies he'll be chased. Well, it ought to be the same for an ample bosom dame. It's a shame to let such assets go to waste. So if you're intent on being a success, don't be scared to wear a low-cut sexy dress. Cause the bits that we are blessed with are the bits men are obsessed with, and it doesn't take much effort to impress. If you use your gifts of nature, there's no limit to the life that you can lead. Every man will lose his wits if you just round up your bits and use those gifts of nature to succeed.
Though it's true that I'm naive and starry-eyed, and it would do me good to have you by my side. You've the look of one who's been quite a long time on the scene, and I guess there isn't much you haven't tried. I don't mean to be unkind or impolite, but if someone plain as you turned out alright, you can bet your bottom dollar this ambitious little scholar will blow every supermodel out of sight.
I don't mean to burst your bubble, but you're headed straight for trouble if you think that looks alone can get you by. Even someone who is stunning needs to learn a little cunning, cause the fountain of her youth can soon run dry. And if you notice that you're sagging when undressed, this will more than likely cause you much distress. But it matters not a jot what you have or haven't got. How you use it is the secret to success. If you use your gifts of nature, you can melt the heart of any living male. Just a playful little pucker turns a man into a sucker, cause those gifts of nature never fail. Those gifts of nature never fail.
Cheapy! Two strangers are approaching on horseback.
Something is very wrong.
What do you mean? How do you know?
Horses riding across grassy pastures.
Yeah.
Sound effects sound like horses on cobblestones. That much better.
Oh, Chiefy, look! It's two dishy-looking cowboys! Look at the little one. Isn't he gorgeous?
He certainly is.
Hey, you keep your eyes off him, sister. I saw him first.
It's Butch Chastity and the Suntan Kid.
Butch Chastity and the Suntan Kid? Never heard of them.
You never study history at school?
No.
Them famous outlaws.
Outlaws! Don't panic! I'll protect you!
Put the gun away! Them friends of mine.
Shucks.
Whoa!
I said, whoa!
He said, whoa! Stupid drummer. You need hearing aids. Never mind, you idiot.
Hey, it's my old pal, Chief Sitting Bull. How the hell are you?
Ah, my friend, it is good to see you.
Hey, it must be about 5 years ago.
It has been many moons since we last saw each other.
Are you still hanging your bare butt out the back of car windows?
Not those type of moons, you idiot. What brings you to reservation?
Horses. 2 horses brung us.
I don't mean how you got here. I mean, what do you want?
Well, it's like this, Chiefy. Well, Suntan and I, we were planning to rob the Bank of Cowpat. But the half of the wall gang beat us to it.
The Bank of Cowpat? But that's the account where I have my account. That's the bank where I have my account. I've been robbed. I've been robbed.
Shut up, broken feather!
Sorry, Chiefy.
Anyway, the kid and I, we were hoping you'd join up and rescue the money.
And why would we want to get involved?
Well, the half in the wall gang will be out of the picture, and me won't have any competition.
Yeah, and once we get the money safely back in the bank, we can get on with robbing it like we planned.
You see, everybody comes out better off.
It's a good plan. But what's in it for you if we give the money back to the bank?
Well, that's a good question. What is it in it? Well, half of the wall gang will be out of the picture, and we won't have no competition.
It's good points, but my Injun braves aren't very brave. Nah. They don't like to fight anymore.
Oh, come on, Chiefy. What chance does Suntan have against all the half of the wall gang?
Don't you mean the half of the hole in the wall gang?
No, I mean against the whole of the half of the hole in the wall gang.
I'll go with you, Mr. Chastity. I can handle a gun better than any man in this here territory.
Who are you?
Oakleaf's the name. Annie Oakleaf.
The Annie Oakleaf? The sharpest shooter in the whole word West and the personal friend of Colonel Buffalo Bill?
Aw, shucks, you mean you heard of me?
Nope, can't say I have.
Butch, my daughter Minnie Ho-Ho and Annie Oakleaf will prepare lunch for you while I take powwow with my Injun braves. Come, broken feather.
Oh, Chiefy, can't I stay here and look after the boys?
No, you can't.
Bitches.
Well, how about it, Mr. Chastity? Can I go along with you?
I'm sorry. Fighting outlaws ain't no job for a pretty-looking lady like yourself. Well, I hate to see you getting your head blown off.
Oh, I can look after myself. Honest. And besides, I'd like to spend some time getting to know you a bit better. I think you're kind of cute.
Yeah.
I'd like to go too. I'm good at tracking and hunting and a few other things. I could be very useful.
I'd like you to go with us too.
You would?
Sure. You're even prettier than Pocahontas in that Walt Disney movie.
Who's Walt Disney?
What's a movie?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Wouldn't it be nice to have 2 beautiful ladies working alongside us, wouldn't it, Butch? Wouldn't it?
I'm sorry, Suntan. We can't take them with us. Well, fighting outlaws ain't no job for women. Well, if they got themselves killed, who do all the cooking and the cleaning? I'm sorry. You have to stay at home and do all the menial things that women were meant to do.
Minnie Ho-Ho? Minnie Ho-Ho, if I get out of this alive, how about you and me walking out together on Saturday night?
Walking out of where?
No. What I mean is if you're looking for a bow.
But I got me a bow and plenty good arrows, too.
No.
He means he wants you to be his girl.
Really? Well, why didn't you just say so?
I was trying to.
Well, why don't we come back? Well, why don't you come back to my teepee and we'll discuss it?
Looks like like the two of them are getting it together, huh?
Sure does.
Seems like love is in the air.
Sure does.
Do you ever think about love, Mr. Chastity?
Sure do.
And when you think about love, is there any one particular girl that you think about?
Well, to tell you the truth, ma'am, I don't think I've met the woman that's got all the criteria that's required of becoming my wife.
You haven't?
Ma'am, the girl that I marry will have to be...
Oh, go on, tell me.
The girl I get hitched to will have to have no dirty habits.
I've no dirty habits.
And she'll have to skin rabbits.
Skin rabbits?
'Cause I'm partial to rabbit stew. And I'm telling you that the girl I get hitched to will have to make animal noises.
Animal noises?
'Cause one of my joys is the pleasure of listening to animals making a hullabaloo. The girl that I will wed won't mind wearing stirrups in bed.
Wearing what?
And a bridle and saddle, of course.
Of course.
'Cause I just can't get out of the habit of spending all night with my horse.
With his horse.
The girl I get hitched to will dress up on Saturday nights.
I love dressing up.
In ass-hugging leopard skin tights.
In what?
And a bra made of buffalo skin too, 'cause that's what I'm into. A girl who is slinky.
And decidedly kinky.
The girl I get hitched to must be... I guess so.
Still, in the meantime, don't you ever long for the companionship of someone who's affectionate and caring?
I guess I do.
Someone who's kind and considerate and, well, modestly attractive.
Sounds perfect.
Well, maybe I could help you out.
You could?
Why, sure. I'd be glad to.
Well, ma'am, that's awfully kind of you.
Oh, shucks, it's my pleasure.
Here's my card. If you know of any girl that fits that description, tell her to give me a call.
What?
Now I gotta go now and talk to Chief Sitting Bull. Thanks again. Catch you later.
God damn it!
And so, Minnie Ho-Ho and the Suntan Kid were in love. Annie Oakleaf was frustrated, and nearby, all the cowboys and Injuns in the territory were out looking for the half in the wall gang. Having been rejected by Butch Chastity, Annie Oakleaf headed for Cowpat to do a bit of detective work. She reckoned if she could catch the bank robber single-handed, then maybe Butch might fall in love with her. However, when she got to the Cowpat saloon, she found she wasn't the only one making plans.
I'm planning to catch me some outlaws today. I'm planning to put them away. And I'm planning to see that they hang everyone for the pain that they caused me today. 'Cause when they shot my wife and when they killed my kids, well, it damn nearly crippled my pride. But when they roped old Trigger and took him away, I just cried and I cried and I cried. And I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. I cried and I cried and I cried. When they roped old Trigger and took him away, I cried and I cried and I cried, and I cried and I cried and I cried and I... And I cried and I cried and I cried.
I'm warning ya!
When they roped old Trigger and took him away, I cried.
Ma'am, give me a shot of red eye with a twist of snake bite, mixed with a bourbon sunset, dash of cactus prickle, topped up with a southern comfort and a maraschino cherry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Camility, but we ain't got no cherries.
Well, then, just give me a sarsaparilla.
Coming up.
Say, what happened to Roy Rogers?
Well, first the Outlaws came and burned down his range.
No,
then
why is he lying on the floor?
'Cause he's dead.
Dead? How did he come to be dead?
Well, I guess you could say he cried himself to death.
Well, that's a shame. Lucky I got his autograph in time. Say, you better get him out of here before the place starts to smell.
I reckon so.
Well. You must be the gal they call Camility Jane.
Yep, that's me, mister.
I thought you were out chasing the half on the wall gang.
And so I was. I just called back here for some liquid refreshment. I'll need all my energy when I catch up with that crummy gang and their no-good-for-nothing leader, Doc Holliday.
You mean Doc Vacation?
Nope, I mean Doc Holliday.
But he changed his name to Doc Vacation because, well, nobody calls him Holidays anymore.
Well, whatever his name is, he's a low-down, sneaky wharf rat. And when he comes face-to-face with me, he's going to be sorry he didn't take a vacation or a holiday or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, so you're going to sort out Doc Vacation, are you?
You better believe it.
Ooh, I'd sure like to be around to say that.
Yeah.
Well, you better come with me now, then, because I'm heading into the hills to find out where he's hiding.
Well, I'd love to join you, but me and the boys is paid to see Belle and the girls do their cabaret, and they'll be starting any minute now.
I'll just go and get them ready.
You're nothing but a cowardly coyote. You're afraid of them outlaws, and that's why you're hiding away in here. I don't need you anyhow. I'll bring them in single-handed, because I'm the best gun-toting woman in this here territory.
The hell you are! I'm the fastest sharpshooter in the whole of the world.
Who the hell are you?
Oakleaf's the name. Annie Oakleaf.
Never heard of you.
Oh, yeah? And who might you be?
I'm the Camility Jane.
Well, I ain't never heard of you. And I'm the star of this here show, so don't you go getting in my way.
Oh, no, you wait. I'm the star, and I'm going to be the hero, so don't you go getting in my way.
Ladies! Wait a minute. Now, we don't want any more spilled blood in this here saloon. Now, why don't you just shake hands and work together as a team?
What?
Well, if this Doc Vacation and his gang are as bad as you say they are, well, then you just might be damn glad of each other's help.
I don't need no help from nobody.
Neither do I.
Well, why don't you have a competition? Whoever catches Doc Vacation first can be the star of the show.
Now, that suits me just fine.
Me too. It'll be no contest.
Oh, yeah? That's what you think.
I can do anything that you can do.
Anything you can do, I can do too.
There ain't nothing you can do that I can't do.
There ain't nothing I can't do too.
Oh, I think you got a bit confused there.
What the hell do you expect? It's the stupidest song I ever heard.
I can go out riding on the range for a week. Never need a single drink of water.
I can go out riding on the range for a week. I never need a single drink of water either.
That's stupid. You're just repeating everything I say.
And who says I can't?
I can make love all night long taking.
If I had a fella record, I could do the same, and he would never know that I was faking.
You mean you never had a real one?
No.
Me neither.
Man,
I can skin a possum.
I can skin a rhino.
What the hell's a rhino?
How the hell should I know?
There ain't nothing you can do that I can't do. If you can do it, I can do it too.
I need me a drink.
Me too.
Come on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, where were we? I can say anything that you can say.
Anything you can say, I can say too.
There ain't nothing you can say that I can't say.
There ain't nothing I can say, neither.
Didn't even rhyme that time.
Who says it has to rhyme?
Listen to this. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. People say
For picking up my hope for Peter got a penny for his pay.
I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker, son.
I'm only plucking pheasants till the pleasant's forget it. You win that one.
Ha! I can shoot the skin off a peach while strumming out a tune on my guitar.
Reckon I could do the same, and I can do it driving in my car.
Now that's just stupid. Cars haven't even been invented yet.
Yeah? Well, when they have, I'll be able to do it.
I can eat a gator.
I can eat a hippo.
What the hell's a hippo?
Maybe tell you later.
There ain't nothing you can do that I can't do. If you can do it, I can do it too, yes sir. If you can do it, I can do it too. Well then, let's get started.
So, what does this duckfication guy look like anyways?
Well, he's about this high. And his hair is about this color. And his eyes are about that color. And he's a kind of good-looking fella.
Sounds like you've met him.
Well, upon reflection, I have come face to face with him a couple of times.
Yeah? Well, the next time you see me, his face is gonna be in the sawdust.
Over my dead body.
Okay, then. His face is gonna be in the sawdust. Over your dead body.
We'll see about that.
We certainly will.
Dumb whim.
Hey, Doc, I ain't never heard nobody call you a low-down, sneaky wharf rat to your face before. They usually say that behind your back.
What?
Well, not me, Doc. Just don't even know how really nice you are.
Nice? I ain't nice. I'm mean and nasty and horrible.
Sure you are, Doc. Mean and nasty.
Shut up!
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big, steamy Cowpat welcome for Miss Buxom Bell. Oh, yeah!
If you should wear a cowboy, honey, let me tell you this. It will not be very long before you find I will never be contented with a cuddle and a kiss. Riding is the only thing that's ever on his mind. And he'll say, let's do some riding, honey. Let's do some riding, honey. Let's do some riding, honey. Riding on the range. Let's saddle up and get away. We wasted all in half a day. Let's do some riding, honey. Riding on the range. If you should wear a cowboy, you'll be in for a surprise. But he'll never cook a meal or praise your dish. He'll never praise, compliment all of your pies. Getting his leg over is his one and only wish. And he'll say, get your leg over, honey. Get your leg over, honey. Get your leg over, honey. Over that old horse and we can both do some riding, honey. Get your leg over that old horse and we'll go riding, honey. Riding on the range. Let's do some riding, honey. Let's do some riding, honey. Let's do some riding, honey. Riding on the range. Let's saddle up and lay away. We basically going half the day. Let's do some riding, honey. Riding on the range. Well, I wed a cowboy now. I wish I never wed. 'Cause I've never met a fellow half so strange. He won't give me no
get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, yeah? Then how come you haven't asked me to marry you yet?
But I didn't think you was the marrying kind.
Well, I never was until now. But now you've got all that lovely money from the Cowpat Bank, and why you can afford to look after me properly.
But you've got all you need right here. Your own saloon and a good career. What else could you possibly want?
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Yes, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want a bit of spice in my life.
You want a bit of spice, girl?
I want to go new places and meet new people and see how the other half live. I want to get married and be respectable. Well, raise a couple of kids and be happy. I need a normal life without always having to look over my shoulder for the next lawman waiting to make a name for himself. And I want to be with you, Doc. Why not just for a day, not for a week, but forever? Don't you see I need you, Doc? Why, I need you. And I want you.
And what if I didn't have the money from the bank?
I'd still feel the same way.
You would?
Uh-huh. Oh, but not about you, of course. Well, I'd have to go and find me some other sucker with lots of money.
I knew it. You ain't nothing but a gold digger.
And what's wrong with that? Why, I ain't no different from you. Oh, that's why we're so good together, Doc, don't you see? Why won't you marry me?
Why should I marry you?
Well, to begin with, we could make love every night.
It wouldn't be fun if it was legal.
Oh, why, Doc, you've got to settle down someday. And someday they're going to catch up with you and you'll be shot or well hung or something.
Well hung? I am well hung. Well, that don't matter. Look, they're never going to catch me. Everyone around here is all too stupid. Besides, they're all scared of me.
Well, that's what you think, Vacation, but you're wrong.
Well, if it isn't the Lone Ranger.
Don't try any tricks, Doc. I've got you covered.
And his faithful Injun, Pronto.
How? We don't want no trouble, Doc. All we want is our money back, so, hand it over.
Ain't you gonna say please?
Well, okay then. Please hand it over.
Ain't you gonna say, pretty please?
Well, okay then. Pretty please?
How about, pretty please with nice icing sugar on top?
Don't say it, Lone Ranger. Him just trying to make monkey of you.
I wasn't talking to you, you redskin.
Don't you call him a redskin, you hoodlum.
Oh, why don't you call him a hoodlum, you big dummy?
Don't you call him Big Bunny, you floozy.
Don't you call her a floozy, you redskin.
Don't you call him a redskin, you hoodlum.
Oh, why don't you call him a hoodlum, you big dummy?
Don't you call him dummy, you floozy.
Don't you call her a floozy, you redskin.
Don't you. I think we've already said these lines. Doc, I'm only going to ask you one more time. Hand over the money.
Hand over what?
Hand over the money.
Ha! That's twice. And you said you was only going to ask me one more time.
He's right, Lone. That is what you said.
It doesn't matter what I said. Hand over the money.
That's 3 times more.
Shut up, Pronto.
Sorry, Lone.
Lone, I'm getting tired. I'm losing my patience.
You can't be a very good doc if you're losing your patience.
That may be, but I'm a damn good outlaw, and I ain't giving you back your money.
Well, then, I'm going to have to shoot you.
I don't think so, Lone. Look behind you.
Hey, I ain't falling for that old...
Nice work, boys. Now get rid of them. We gotta get out of here.
But, Doc, well, you can't go and leave me. Oh, stay here and marry me. Well, I won't be no trouble to you.
It's no use, Bill. I ain't the settling kind.
But we could work on it together.
It's no use, Bill. I'm one of the gang, see? Me and the boys, we do everything together. Almost everything. I always ruin the boy. We ain't the type to settle down. We much prefer to stay on. You couldn't tame us, don't even try. We're aiming to be single till the day we die. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Because we're mean, lean, fighting machines. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Picture of perfection in a pair of jeans. We ain't woman to keep me in check. Don't mean no millstone around my neck. When we need attention, it's easy to get. I've never met a woman who's refused us yet. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Because we're lean, fighting machine. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. A picture of perfection in a pair of jeans. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Because we're mean, fighting machine. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Picture of perfection in a pair of jeans. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Because we're lean, fighting machine. Because we're rough, tough, honky-tonk cowboys. Picture of perfection in a pair of jeans. A picture of perfection in a pair of jeans. Yeah!
Men, why they're all the same. Good for nothing sons of...
Howdy, ma'am.
Who the hell are you?
The name's Gene, ma'am. Gene Autry.
Jean? Why ain't that a girl's name?
That's when you spell it with a J, ma'am. Mine's spelled with a G, like. Gene Kelly.
Are you sure you're Jean Autry?
Well, I reckon I must be, ma'am. That's what it says on my birth certificate.
Why, it's just you look suspiciously like Roy Rogers.
Oh, now, how can I be Roy Rogers, ma'am? You shot him at the start of the scene.
Oh, yeah, so I did. Well, what are you doing here anyway?
I was just wondering if you might like me to sing a little song to you.
Well, I suppose you might as well. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Okay, then. I will. Roy was planning to catching some outlaws today. Roy was planning to put them away. Roy was planning to see that they'd hang everyone for the pain that they caused him today. 'Cause when they shot his wife and when they killed his kids, well, it damn nearly crippled his pride. But when they roped old Trigger and took him away, Roy just cried and Roy cried and Roy cried. And Roy cried and he cried and he cried and he cried. Roy cried and he cried and he cried. When they roped old Trigger and took him away, Roy cried and he cried and he cried. And Roy cried and he cried and he cried and he cried. Roy cried and he cried and he cried. When they roped old Trigger and took him away, Roy cried and he cried and he cried. And Roy cried and he cried and he cried and he cried. Roy cried and he cried and he cried.
Excuse me, Mr. Autry. I don't mean to interrupt, but we gotta have the interval now.
The interval?
Yeah, you know, it's to let the audience stretch their legs and use the bathroom and buy loads of raffle tickets. You know?
Okay, then. I'll go.
Thanks.
maybe I'll come back later on?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Y'all come back now, you hear?